Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet, and we are casting the Go4SC2 monthly cup that was broadcast in April and actually fought over in April. So this is going to be the third and I believe final game for the third place matchup. It is between our pink Zerg player Dana and our green Zerg player sYz. We've had some very interesting games so far from these two. The first game, Dana won it with some very nice ling play, getting in there, destroying the workers early on from our green player, and then just focusing on his economy and building up a massive roach army. And in the second game, it came down to a massive battle. There were lings everywhere, there were mutas everywhere, and the green player managed to eke out a win just by getting in there at the right time and doing some massive drone damage right at the end of the game. The pink player was in there, he was in a good position, but by the time he was in that good position, he'd already lost 3/4 of his drone population from the green player, and so he just said, well, that's it, you got me, good game. So now we are going to the ace match. We're going to see exactly who wins this game. Obviously, because, well, one player has to win a game, I believe, unless it's, I don't know if it's possible for it to be a draw. I suppose it might be possible for it to be a draw. Maybe. I mean, if you got ZVZ and they've both got just corruptors left over or something like that, or yeah, I don't know. You know what it could be? It's got each player has a building and each player has one infester, and that's all they've got. They've got like 2 extractors and they've got 2 infestors, and the infestors both throw off a fungal growth and then throw off a whole lot of infested Terrans, and they kill each other and the infestors die, and then there's just 2 buildings left and there's nothing you can do about it. I think Blizzard actually put in some sort of timer. It's like if after 5 or 10 minutes, if nothing happens, then it's just considered a draw. But I haven't actually seen a game like that. I saw one game, I'm sure a few of you guys have seen that as well, where it's just like one zealot versus one ling in a drone or something like that. That was a pretty crazy game that went on for like 2 hours or something stupid. But we are not going to see that game today. We are going to see another wonderful Zerg v Zerg game. And yeah, these games, they tend to be very exciting very early on. It's very much a what sort of crazy shit can you get done in the first 10 to 15 minutes, rather than a huge macro game where you just move up and start building up a massive army and start hitting in, and the 20-minute mark it starts getting really interesting with tanks and Colossus and stuff like that. In Zerg games, ZVZ, the interesting stuff starts to happen very, very quickly. Anyway, these guys is going for a bit of a scout, going to see what's going on, and what's going on is not much, it's pretty standard. After these lings leave though, he is going to whack up a baneling nest, and the green player, both of them went for baneling nest last time, but this time the green player has not yet gone for a baneling's nest. He may be thinking of just lings. He may be thinking of roaches, maybe. I do not know what he's thinking of. But there we go, baneling's nest. So these guys love banelings. They absolutely love banelings. I think, with the exception of game 1, where I believe one player didn't get a baneling's nest, we have seen baneling's nest in every single game from these guys so far. So that's pretty impressive. Here we go. There's a massive amount of lings coming in. This is what the pink Zerg. Oh, god damn it. What a bad day for hay fever to come in. And my eye is twitchy now. Okay, so this is what the pink player did in the very first game. He did a lot of lings. He went in there. He did a lot of drone harass. He killed a lot of drones. And that's what he's going to be doing again. He's actually got some banelings in here. Very nice. The baneling's going to get some very, very awesome drone hits off. And he really has gone quite nasty in here, just going for a massive amount. And you can see that he hasn't really focused on his economy too much. He just killed a lot of drones, but he's still only barely ahead. However, he is producing a lot more now that he's done all that damage. He's got to go in and he's got to produce a lot of drones to get back. Meanwhile, this player is going to produce a lot of lings to try and force this off, and now he's going to have to go in and he's going to have to do some damage here to try and fight back into this game, because that was a fairly large amount of drones that he lost, and he's given the pink player a chance to really drone up, and you can see he's 14 ahead. So it all comes down to this counter attack by the green player, and you can see he's morphing in a ton of banelings now. These lings are going to try and take him out, but there's not going to be enough time to take them all out. And here we go, the banelings coming in. Look at that, those two banelings took out 3 more. He's trying to send out little bit of banelings at a time, little bit of lings, to try and take out the banelings before they get too close to his worker population. He's been fairly successful. There's just one baneling still alive. You would not be surprised to see the queen try and attack this baneling. He's not going to get a chance though, and a lot of drones going down to a very low amount of health there. But here we go, the ling's going to try and wipe him out. The worker's just moving around, trying to get themselves saved. He didn't kill as many workers as he would have liked. He got a lot of them down to low health, but he didn't wipe them out. So I'd say that's only a semi-successful attack here. And here we have the roaches coming out for our pink player. He's got the roach tech up. He's got to move in. He's got to wipe these guys out. And the green player, he knows when the roaches are out, he knows that he didn't do enough damage. And he knows that he does not have roach tech on the way. So he knows that it's going to be a GG from him. And congratulations to Dana for winning the 3rd place of the Go4SC2 Cup that ran in April. And we do have the grand final games as well, the 1st place series of games. And if I just have a look, that is between Hyun and Men Talking. So those two players, I'm not sure which race they are yet because I haven't had a look at the replays, but I'm sure that is going to be impressive, and I'm also sure that it's not going to be a ZVZ, so we are going to have something a little bit different for those series of final games. So we are going to have a look over at those games. I think it's longer than best of 3, I think it's best of 5, so there's going to be some awesome games coming up, and I will get those up as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching this series of games. If you like me casting tournament plays, best of 3, best of 5 sort of stuff, please let me know, and I will try and do more of that. There's a ton of tournaments out there. There's this tournament, there's the Zotac Cup I've seen, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and I would love to keep casting the final levels games of these games. So I will try and continue doing that, and if you want me to do that, then please tell me, and also please subscribe if you like these games. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Hairy Muppet, and I hope you enjoyed it.